started recording. Now let my screen shine with the shining star of 11th Science VC, the second senior most batch. It is still dark. Hetvi, Prisha, Aryan. Don't you people understand English? Yes.
Sir, today I cannot turn on my video because I am at my daddy's workplace and there it's not allowed.
Okay, never mind. Take it easy. Don't switch it on. Okay. It is, now whatever scolding that I'll be giving, it is not for you. Okay. It's good that you somehow you are managing to join. Appreciated. So मार दिया जाए कि छोड़ दिया जाए, ये भूमि, हेमांग, सचदेव, हेमा का तो शायद कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, मुस्कान, मान्य पटेल, भूमि, गणेश, प्राची, आयुषा, थोड़ा जल्दी उठ के नहा धोया करो, राइट? मोस्ट प्रोबेबली मीटिंग स्टार्ट करके somebody might have gone to take bath. Who knows?
कंफर्मेशन के लिए हम यही है सर।
यही है कि भाई कैमरा चालू रखो। Okay. Now today I'm conducting class from home, and the reason is my leg, this joint, was paining a lot since yesterday night, and if I go to school I have to walk a lot. So what I have done is I took permission to have class here. Okay, so हम साथ साथ है in any case, not to worry, right? Okay, which instrument we have discussed last time?
Recording.
I started recording. Yeah, thanks for reminding, but I started. I'm also improving now. Okay, I mean, these all topics we have done. We were at types of error. ये सब डिस्कस किया था. Do you remember? What are the two major types of error? Systematic error and random error. Okay. Systematic error is called systematic error. Why? ऐसा क्यों?
Sir, because these errors are system generated.
System generated. Okay. Now the systematic error are having three sub brands. What are these three sub brands?
Instrumental error, imperfection error, and functional error.
So error due to instrumental error, imperfect method, so error due to method. And what was third one?
Functional error.
Personal error. And which is what is personal error?
When the person is used with the experience.
Individual bias. Okay. Now you are able to see this, no? Notebook has come on your screen. Okay, let me lock the focus. Okay. So anybody whose name I need to add in attendance?
Sir, Pratham Patel.
Those who couldn't submit form only there, okay? Anybody else? You also couldn't submit? What was the issue that was coming to you people?
Sir, I was not able to get the form.
मान्य
सर मेरा हो गया.
क्या बात है. Then who was crying? Okay, shall we start? If I want to summarize in a chart form for error in the bracket, what shall I write? हेलो, एरर का डेफिनेशन क्या था? Uncertainty in measurement. Okay, then it had two major types: systematic and another was random.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, from 2-3 days, I am searching in Google and I am getting news CBSE is going to release class 10 board result at 15th July. Is it true?
Yeah, I heard that, and most probably we should believe it, because now what has decided that exams would not be taken, right? So whatever the remaining papers are there, now they are sure about it. So whatever the news is coming, no, we should believe it now.
Thank you.
Okay, this is systematic error. Systematic error had three subtypes again. What was first? Instrumental. Then second was
Imperfect method.
imperfect method. So error due to method mainly. And third was
Personal error.
personal error. Okay. Random error is because of what? It was fluctuations in setup or the environment. Which example I gave for instrumental error? I showed something. Vernier calipers, I showed when a voltmeter was showed, pointer was not at 0. So that was instrumental error. Okay. Now it may happen that the method is wrong. One physical quantity can be measured by various different methods. Your method itself is wrong. That leads to an error called error due to method. Right? And personal error is due to what? Bias, carelessness, bias, or not observing proper care. Okay. Now out of these two, which can be positive or negative? Sometimes we get more reading, sometimes we get less reading. वो कहाँ पे होता है?
Instrumental.
Instrumental.
Wrong. I give an example of Ohm's law. Say you are in the physics lab, you are doing Ohm's law. Yeah. Now supply voltage we cannot control. Sometimes we get more supply, so our volt reading will be higher. Sometimes voltage gets dim, so we get less reading. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative. कभी खुशी कभी गम. किसमें होता है? Random error में. So can be positive, sometimes negative, sometimes. Whereas this type of readings, observations, or the errors, sorry, these all errors can be either positive, plus VE means positive, or it can be negative, but not both. So when you are taking observation, either your instrumental error is positive. In all the observation, your error is positive. Okay. It would never happen that sometimes it is positive and sometimes it is negative. You will understand it much clearly once we start dealing with vernier calipers practically. Okay. And I again remind you that government has given nice facility of that OLED application. You can download it in your mobile Android application and play with the vernier calipers, right? या फिर डेटा बचता नहीं है पबजी के बाद? हेलो, ये अंधेरा बीच में छा जाता है, तो थोड़ा डेटा बचाने का. Either it will hardly use 20-25 MB only. Okay, so not to worry. Abhishek, camera on. Okay. List count. What is meaning of list count? Minimum measurement that one can make is called list count. Then I remember we played with vernier calipers. Rather, I played and you were watching it. And we found list count of vernier calipers. What was it?
10 raised to minus 5.
0.1
0.1 mm.
1 mm.
Okay. Or in terms of centimeter, it was 0.01 centimeter. Okay. Then in coming days, we'll deal with this spherometer. Right? It is not spirometer, huh? Not a chakli meter. It is spherometer. List count is 0.001. So if you are asked to choose, this is spherometer, but you have got vernier calipers, experiment 1, then micrometer screw, experiment 2, and third is spherometer. Okay. Okay. Do you agree with this statement? Using instruments of higher precision, we can reduce list count error. So whenever time or the situation permits, one should choose which kind of instrument, the instrument having higher list count or instrument with smaller list count. Higher list count, okay. Each of you can have your own answer, okay, and answer without worrying. I repeat my question. Those who couldn't get it, I'm repeating it. You have got various instruments on your table. You are a scientist. You are bothered about taking readings much more precisely, accurately, with minimum error. Now, on each and every instrument, they have written list count. First instrument is simple scale. It is 1 mm. Second instrument, vernier calipers. It is written 0.1 mm on it. Third instrument is your, let's say, micrometer screw. On that it is written 0.01 mm. Third is place on which it is written list count is 0.001 mm. Now out of these four, which one you should choose?
0.001 mm.
0.001 mm. Because that instrument give you, yeah, correct. That instrument will give you much precise readings. Right? Then whether it will have error or not, it depends upon your method and your personal error, instrumental error, and various other aspects. Okay, so Vidushi, mention it. Bagasa nahi khawana. Okay. Now comes, we are going to discuss all this absolute error, relative error, percentage error, but I'm not going to teach this theory part. See, I'll make the page This is absolute start. This is topic A. Then it finishes somewhere here. There is a definition. Then calculation goes further. Then discussion about relative error. We are not going to discuss all that part. We'll solve one example. This example 2.7. We'll go reverse way now. Okay, we'll solve example first and then the theory. Okay, so this is going from known to unknown. These things we'll be knowing and we'll go to unknown. So we'll be scientists now. I read the question. Do you know what is meaning of period of oscillation? Do you? Gappas are allowed, okay? Hello? Carry on. One oscillation. Right? So many of you might be knowing but couldn't express in words. Okay, never mind. So see here. This is rigid support. There was a string and some heavy object was tied here. It was shifted this side up to this point and released. It will go, let's say, from A to B to C. It will go this way, go to C and then come back, and then again oscillations would continue. Alright, so definition is time taken to complete one oscillation is equal to periodic time. We also simply say this as period. Are you getting my time? What is periodic time? Hello? Even the blind can read, that way I have written.
Time taken to complete
Right,
one
one
oscillation.
So there is one fellow who is doing this simple pendulum experiment and successive measurement. What is the meaning of successive measurement?
Perfect measure.
True measurement.
Successful measurement. Yes. इसको बोलते हैं वन आफ्टर अनदर मेजरमेंट. एक के बाद एक मेजरमेंट लिया. This is not nothing to do with the success, okay? Successive measurement means he took reading and it turned out to be 2.63 seconds. Then immediately he repeated the experiment again. He got different answer 2.56. Again repeated. So these are called successive measurements. Am I clear? So total how many observations he has made? 5. Now tell me, if you would be doing this experiment, which observation is correct measurement? इसमें से सही वाला कौन सा है?
Which one we give true value.
True value. So इसमें true value mention किया है example 2.7 में. So what I am going to do is write the value 2.63, 2.56, 2.42, 2.71 and 2.9. 80. Do one thing, prepare a column like this, which I have prepared here, okay, and give it a heading measured periodic time. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. In second column you will write true periodic time. Written. Okay, once you finish writing, just that done. So I'll come to know that whether I should proceed forward or not. Okay, now how will find true value? So we write T for periodic time and I'll put a bar over it to reflect it's a true value. So if I find T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 whole divided by 1, 2 or 3? 5. So we are finding average period, average time only. So your turn now. One of you do the calculation in your calculator and give me answer. Yes. Yes, please.
.62 second.
13.12 by 5 equal to 2.62 second. Okay. Clear, Shainsudino? So what shall I write here in this column? .62 second. Okay. Now you tell me, if this is the true value, out of this one, which is correct?
First.
All are wrong. All are incorrect. But this is closest. So we say error is less. This is having more error. This is also having relatively more error. So do you agree that the moment we come across true value, we'll come to know what was the error here? Now can you tell me how will you find error in this? I'll show you a part of it. You should get an idea. What is this? What do you understand from this? 2.63 was our first observation and this is the exact value. So what is the error? This is 0.01, sir.
0.01 second, sir.
Same way, second observation minus true value, your answer is negative
0.06.
six.
Minus 0.06.
And same way you repeat it for all the 5 observation, right? Okay. Errors are still having the unit second. Now what we do, if I ask you, out of this list, which is smallest error, number wise? Yes.
Minus 0.20 second.
But this is it logical? Mathematically, it is understood. This is a small number and 0.18 is a large number. But if I ask you that where is the maximum error, which reading you will tell? This is having maximum error, no? But so now look at the center part. So then I'm repeating it. If you look at this list, and if I ask you that out of this list which begins with 0.01, negative 0.06, negative 0.20, 0.019 and 0.18, which is the smallest number? You will say negative 0.20. In that way, what is the minimum error here? You will say negative 0.20. But is it, from physics perspective, is it correct? In these 5 observations which you made, which reading was having highest error? It was this, no?
2.6.
So it means that when we are bothered about error, we should not look at negative sign or positive sign. We must look at the numbers absolutely. Signs are not important to us here, right? So what we do, we use the word absolute error. Absolute error का मतलब क्या हुआ? We'll put it in modulus sign. Okay. So they have not showed it here. Let me. Not show. So we'll forgive them for not showing and giving problems to you. Look in notebook. Now I'll use the word T. Okay. Are we there? Okay. So you will find something new in the notebook. I'm using this. Mathematically, we say this is delta. And here what we mean is error. Error in T1. Error in T1 is equal to observed value minus true value. So observed value was 2.63 minus 2.62 is equal to 0.01. Okay. Now this value could have been positive or negative both. Luckily we got it positive, then not to worry. But in the case of delta T3, so here you have to write delta T2 in your notebook. Same way you will have to write delta T3. Okay. What was answer for delta T3? 0.20. Okay, let's say delta T2. Error in T2 equal to observed value minus true value. Observed value was 2.56 minus 2.62. What was the answer for this? 0.6. Now here we got negative answer, right? Sometimes positive and sometimes negative. So what we do, we don't want this negative sign. Do you know if there is any trick in the maths by which you can convert the negative numbers into positive number? Modulus. So if I put it like this, delta T1, then this is also in modulus sign, this is also modulus sign, so it remains 0.01. So here there is no issue, but it will be much more helpful here. Delta T2, I put in modulus sign. So modulus of error in T2, modulus of this subtraction, which gives you modulus of 0.06, which is 0.06. See, negative sign is gone. Physics teaches you to be positive. Always put modulus around negativity, you get positivity. Are you getting my point? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you find anywhere else modulus I am using? Double modulus. Right, in my notes I write at the top. So only positivity and positivity, nothing else. Okay, so I am repeating it quickly. Somebody did the experiment, he had various observations. We have no reason to believe which observation is correct. So we took average. Average answer turned out to be 2.62 seconds. So for us, this is the true measurement which I have written here. And then you come to know there was error in all of this reading. I have showed first example here, that what is error in first measurement. Recording I started, but thanks for reminding, keep on reminding me. I'm very forgetful by nature. So delta T1 is error in T1, so that is observed value minus true value. Answer was mod of, or you can also speak in full, modulus of 0.01 is 0.01. But you have to understand, this is delta T2. We write modulus of error in T2, modulus of subtraction, which gives you modulus of negative 0.06. So it is plus 0.06. Are you getting me? This whole discussion which we did now, this full name, शास्त्रोक्त नाम से absolute error. Right? I can write it here. This is absolute error. Okay, I can write it here. This is. Are you getting me? Okay, a quick recap. What was T1? Measured value. What was T bar? Oh, hello. T bar. True value. Okay. If I take T1 minus T bar, what I get? Delta T. Error in T1. If I put in modulus sign, what I get? Okay, maybe I went too fast. What is T1 minus T bar? It is error in T1. If I put this T1 minus T bar in modulus sign, I'll say it is absolute error in T1. Okay sir, समझेबल?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that way, in our table here, which is the previous page, here I'll make one more column of absolute error. Right, this is T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5. So I'm going to write this as delta T1 equal to modulus of T1 minus T bar. Answer is 0.01. Same here, it was negative 0.0, what was it? 62, so 06. This was negative 0.18,
0.02.
let me see it here straight away. 0.20. Okay, 0.09, 0.18. Can you find out in this list which I have written here? There is a mistake. Out of this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, there is an error. Error means mistake. ये हेडिंग क्या है? एब्सोल्यूट एरर है ना, सो ये प्लस ही आएगा. नेगेटिव को भी पॉजिटिव बना करके ही लिखना है. इज इट फाइन? ओके.
Yes, sir.
नाउ इफ आई आस्क यू कि आपने जो एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, व्हाट वाज इट्स ट्रू वैल्यू, यू विल से इट इज 2.62. राइट? Then next question, that did you commit error while performing the experiment? What would you say? Yes or no? I repeat the question. If this is the true value and this is what you found at different moments, my question is, when you got this reading, did you get errors? Answer is yes. These are the errors. Then I should ask you, what was the extent of error? What will you say? 0.01, 0.06, 0.20, 0.09 or 0.18? Out of these two, which is the error which you made? Or you have to find mean absolute error. So what we'll do, we can write delta T bar. Okay, so we'll add all these values, 0.01 plus 0.20 plus 0.06 बाकी रह गया था, 0.09, 0.18 whole divided by 5. And what's the answer given in book? 0.11. Okay. In book it is delta T mean, and we can say it is mean of absolute error. Okay. So how do you find mean of absolute error? Answer lies in my question itself. What I asked, how do you find mean absolute error?
Absolute error divided by total.
Yeah. So what you have found, mean of absolute error is mean absolute error. Right? Okay. So if I want to write a formula, I could write delta T mean equal to delta T1. What is delta T1? Modulus delta T1. Hello? Every time I have to speak everything? What is meaning of modulus delta T1?
0.01.
No, meaning, name. This is delta T1. T1 माइनस टी बार करेंगे तो एरर इन T1 आया, उसका मॉड्यूलस लिया, सो वी राइट एब्सोल्यूट एरर इन T1. So again I am repeating that T1 is measured value, T bar is true value. If I take T1 minus T bar, this we call delta T, it is error in T1. And if I put this way delta T1 and modulus of T1 minus T bar, we speak it is as absolute error in T1. ओके, ये पता चला डेल्टा T1 क्या है, एब्सोल्यूट एरर इन T1. डेल्टा T क्या है, जस्ट एरर. मॉडुलस में रखा तो वो बन जाता है एब्सोल्यूट. दिस डेल्टा T could be positive or negative, but once you take modulus it is always positive. ભક્તજનો સમજાણું?
Yes, sir.
So this, if I write now, if I ask you what is delta T1, बोलो.
Absolute error in T1.
T1. What is delta T2?
Error in T1.
My earphone should explode. Okay. What is delta T2?
Absolute error in
T2. T2. What is delta T3?
absolute error.
Very good. Keep it up. Keep on answering. Delta T4.
Absolute error in
Error in T4. Absolute error in T5.
Okay. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? 5. Very good. Keep it up. You are so smart. Why we divided it by 5?
number of
There are total
observations.
5 number
Number
of
of
Yeah.
observations.
So this whole mathematical headache is nothing but finding delta T. तो उसको बोलेंगे mean absolute error. Right? Okay. तो अभी इसका डेफिनेशन देख लेते हैं टेक्स्ट में, फिर इसी सम को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे. Okay. We are now right now trying to understand absolute error. Okay. This is our target. Do you understand the highlighted part now? It is in English, that's the only difficult part. Physics part is simple. Okay. If I ask you, how many observations did this person take? How many observations he made? N number of observations. How he found the true value of the measurement? What's the best possible value? How did he find?
By finding mean of all the
Yes. My life is just saved, huh? I thought after doing all this half an hour headache, many will answer. Nobody was answering, and my blood pressure was shooting up. Aryan saved my life today. Rest of you, મોઢામાંથી મગ ભર્યા હોય તો કાઢી લ્યો. How do you find true value from all this long list of measurement?
I
finding average, finding mean. So A mean will be our true value. What we call A mean? True value. Okay. Now this formula 2.4 and 2.4, are they different or one is the same thing? One is the same, but this is in an abbreviated form. They took help of summation symbol. AI, you are going to sum, but value of I ranges from 1 to n. Okay, ऐसा एवरेज क्यों लिया? It is reasonable to suppose that individual measurements are likely to overestimate or sometimes underestimate. Right? So कभी खुशी, कभी गम. Sometimes you got more higher than the required observation. Sometimes you got smaller than the required observation. So when you take average, what you get? True value. Right? Okay. Then ये भी कहीं देखा सुना है ये सब? ये है नहीं, थोड़ा ध्यान से प्यार से देखो. Yeah.
Absolute error.
Okay. Correct, but not perfectly correct. Here it was T1 minus T bar I was using, right? Here T1 minus T bar, they are writing A1 minus A mean. One is the same thing. This delta A1, so this is error in A1. It is not absolute error. Once you put modulus sign, then it becomes absolute error. Am I clear? So see, delta A calculated above may be positive in certain cases and negative in some other cases. But absolute error, modulus delta A will always be positive. So if I ask you, what is delta A1, what would be your answer? Error in A1. A2 is error in A2. But if I would have kept modulus sign, your terminology will change. You will say it is absolute error in A1, then absolute error in A2, and so on. So this is, now have you seen this formula today in the notebook? Already we know it, right? Okay. So it was delta T1, delta T2, delta T3, delta T5 divided by 5, and we are writing delta A mean. So this is, now how will you read this from physics point of view? I am giving hint. On the right side, it is a mean of absolute errors. These are absolute errors, and once you take sum and divide by n, you get the mean of absolute error. Now I am asking you, what is this? हमें तो बोलो. Mean absolute error. See, this matter of common. Physics is more of common sense and less of intelligence. Okay. It was delta A1, delta A2, delta A3 up to delta An. Divide by n. So if this is mean absolute error, the one given in the book is also mean absolute error. Okay, sir? Okay. Now, if you are asked to conclude your experiment, which experiment? This experiment. Okay. So once you are in the lab, you were finding periodic time of a simple pendulum, you did this whole stuff, and you are asked to write a result now. what would you write? If somebody like me comes and asks, okay, your time is up now, you tell me what is periodic time of simple pendulum, what would you write now?
U value plus minus. Sir, can you answer?
Yes, yes. Okay, hold on.
Value plus
Switch on the one who's speaking, no? Switch on your microphone. I could find bird chirping in the microphone. Yeah, those who want to answer, please answer. Unmute your mic. Yes,
The final observation, you can write it as U value plus minus mean absolute error.
mean absolute error. So final result, your observation table got completed here, okay. Here space is there, so I am writing. So your result would be 2.62 is your true measurement. But then you are plus or minus 0.11, put it in a bracket and then write second. So what message you are conveying? That by taking many readings you found average value to be 2.62. But in this 2.62 there is a margin of error, and what is that margin? It can be plus 0.11 second more or it can be 0.11 second less. This is your final result. Outcome of your experiment is this. Am I clear? So again I repeat, that would be our concluding remark now, right? If I ask what is the conclusion of this whole setup, whole experiment, then all these observations give you average value or true value 2.62, and then you find mean absolute error was 0.11 second. So you will write like 2.62 plus or minus, both the sign would be there inevitably. So what you are trying to convey with this plus or minus sign, that in your this observation it could still vary by 0.11 second more, it can be go 0.11 second less. Here we are showing that this is the mean of absolute error, this is true value, and this is your result. Is it clear? Hello? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now in homework, one example I could give here. Yeah, this clock example 2.62 and 2.7, which I have solved partly. That is in homework. 2.6 2.7 is in homework. Let me find some more. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll be sending a PDF file of question, and that you have to solve. Okay, I'll be sending it around 12 o'clock. Okay. Okay. So let me switch off the recording.